After this weekend's internationals, many comments say that England's backline is the slowest ever. But is that true? And I thought you were going to score.
Ask a better question, you get a better answer.
Hi guys, welcome back. A little bit of a bonus one here for the England fans. It's something I've been talking about quite a lot, and in discussion with friends, what I use is a comparison to illustrate actually how crazy slow the backline is for England at the moment. And just to say, it's not individual players' fault in combination with quicker players. Obviously, he can't all be really quick, but Eddie Jones has picked probably the slowest backline I've ever seen, and it worries me. And I just want to illustrate it with a comparison with some other teams as to how big this problem is, or how big I think it is. Let me know if you disagree. So first of all, I'm going to use, for argument's sake, comparison against the starting players for Ireland, France, Scotland, Wales, Australia, New Zealand and South Africa, because those are the teams I watch the most. I'm picking mainly players that played this weekend, but also some injured players who would be first choice. So don't get too hung up on it. It's more there for illustrative purposes rather than arguing who would start and who wouldn't. But I've got plenty of players to compare against, and I think you'll see a pretty clear trend. Okay, so let's go with scrum halves. I'll put it straight up on the screen. These are the scrum halves that I think would feature. Who'd be the quickest? Well, that's not the point of this video, but maybe Antoine Dupont, Gibson Park might find it out. Apologies if I've put them in an order that you think is slightly different there, but I think Ben Youngs is easily the 8th fastest, or the slowest scrum half fielded this weekend, or would have been fielded by those teams with their first choice. I think that's pretty easy. Now, if you move on to 10s, it's slightly better. If Smith plays 10, he's definitely not the slowest. He's not the quickest. I mean, he's jinky. I'm talking about straight line speed here, kind of 30 metre and onwards speed. Smith's very jinky, good acceleration, but he wouldn't be the quickest. I mean, Willemse, Kinghorn, Intermac, Moanga, I think are quicker, but he's certainly quicker, I think, than Sexton or Anscombe or Foley, for example. So, okay there. But then it goes downhill again. 12s, Farrell is definitely the starting 12 at the moment, and absolutely he is dead last on the straight line speed stakes. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, who's the quickest? I'm saying Geordie Barrett. I quite enjoyed putting these in order. It's good fun. Feel free to play around with it and tell me how right or wrong I am. But that's the way I see it. Farrell absolutely dead last by a long way. 13s. Now, I'm not saying Manu Tuilagi doesn't have fantastic attributes, but straight line speed probably isn't one these days. He's quick enough, but no, that's if he doesn't pull a muscle, tongue in cheek there. But who's the quickest 13 going? Well, Rico Yuan is probably pretty close, Ring Rosam, those sorts of players. I mean, he is probably 8th. I think he's 8th. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tuilagi would be the slowest 13 fielded. Now onto the wings, this one was fun. These guys should be the fastest players on the pitch, of course. And I think Jack Noel and Joe Thokanasiga are the two slowest, 15th and 16th. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, but straight line wise, not jinkiness, not acceleration, straight line, I'm pretty sure they're dead last. So both wingers dead last is not good. I mean, looking up the list, goodness me, I'd love to see a long-range race between Lewis Rees-Zammit, Balakoon, Pinot. That would be pretty awesome. The rest of the order, apologies if your wingers, favourite wingers, you think's in the wrong position. But the point I'm making is Noel and Thokanasiga were the slowest. I'm pretty sure about this. And on the fullback, I really like Freddie Stewart, you know that. But for straight line speed, I think he's pretty close to the slowest. Maybe him and LaRue, it would be fairly close, I don't know. But the likes of Bowden Barrett, Hogg, Ramos, I just don't think he's close. I'd actually put him down as 8th. Let me know if you think he's maybe 7th. If you're lucky, I don't know. But there's the point. Illustrated, I think, fairly neatly. We have the slowest players in almost every position, possibly apart from Marcus Smith. And if Farrell played 10, then we might have the slowest players in every single position. Sure, there's lots of other attributes, there's other things that go towards being a good rugby player, but talk about balance in a back line. Goodness me, you want speed. Every other coach in the world would want speed, but Eddie Jones doesn't. Now, of course, that could change in different games. Likes of Johnny may come back, but one thing I think is for certain is that backline was the slowest I've ever seen for England. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Play around with the orders if you want. It's good fun, and I'll catch you next time.